Well, I've been working on the Dominator for going on about 5 days now. Just subtle things here and there. And let me tell you something about the power of YouTube. If you watched my last video, which only about 250 people did at this point, since the channel's still small, but throughout filming, when I was inside, went out to the pond, I had the mishap where the boat wouldn't steer. Ironclad RC, I think I had mentioned him in some previous videos. When I had the trouble thinking that the bottom of this was dragging and I was going to elevate the steering servo, he goes, there's a grub screw inside of your rudder. So as soon as I read his comment, which was so awesome, that the person solely responsible for me now owning 5 boats is watching my videos, which is really cool. That just means so much that the community of people in RC boats are just good people. He goes, I bet you it's the grub screw inside of your rudder. As soon as I read it, I stopped what I was doing. I came inside and I was like, what is he talking about? So inside of here, you can kind of see it. There's a screw in there, and that's exactly what it was. And what I ended up doing, I ended up watching the video again where I was panning by it with the GoPro. And you can see, if you pause the video in the perfect spot, you can see the grub screw sticking out. And I'm like, oh my God. So that's where it was. So basically I just took it apart, pulled the pin out, greased it all up. I used this. This is the type of blue Loctite I like to use. And the reason why is this stuff is crazy expensive, right? But like I use it on my race car, but when you're done, like, you can sit here and twist this thing all you want when it's empty, but you know, okay, you're not going to get any more out of the spout. I'm trying to take the top off here. No more will come out the spout, but there's still so much left inside of it. Let's see here. There's still so much left inside. I mean, there's a lot there, and there's a lot in the cap. I've been using this for, I don't know, 6 months for real small stuff. And it's ridiculous how much is in here. But yeah, this is the type of blue Loctite that I like to use, because I can just take the screw out, stick it in here, and then pop it right back in. Because the liquid Loctite gets kind of messy, you know. But the reason for the video is it'll be split up over a few days. But y'all will see it in one. I had got these SRD packs, and I'm getting the battery alarm, and once I get the battery alarm, then I can shut off the low voltage on the ESC, because I just don't like it on this model ESC. Maybe one day I'll swap in the Hydra, but I finally figured out a way that I could fit these batteries in here, and it took me absolutely forever to get it to work. And what I tried to take the movable battery tray just completely out, and I was, you know, thinking of different odd and ends. But what I ended up doing, I ended up taking the battery holder over here, and I just removed it completely. And I didn't know if these were leaking, so I put clear silicone on all of those, and I put them back in, and I moved the whole sliding battery tray back, like, I don't know, six inches or so. And that's going to give me the ability to put the SRD packs back here, and they fit pretty good, and I don't think I'll have an issue. And then I took this one and I just mounted it on that front tray. So I'm excited to see what it does with, you know, a higher milliamp battery, a higher C rating battery, because we all know that the C ratings on batteries, they're full of it, you know. 120 C battery should be able to withstand a true run, but even SMC says it in their stuff, you know, everybody lies about C rating, so we have to lie too, blah blah blah. But these shouldn't be an issue. Now, I only had an issue with the pink packs. They're 120 C, and but they're considerably smaller. I mean, like stupid smaller. Now I'm going to show you the size difference here. So this is a 5200 milliamp battery. 5500 milliamp battery. Both of these are 4S. Look at that. Look at the size difference. That is just beyond crazy. Now, they're both the same width. Both the same width, but the height is where it's at. The height is just absolutely just mind-boggling. When I ordered these, I was like, oh yeah, well those are 55, these are 52, yeah, they'll fit. And then I didn't pay no attention to the height. I just looked at the length and the width were the same. I said, okay, the length and the width, they'll fit, you know? No, they won't. So now I've got batteries that won't even fit in the boat that I actually wanted to use them in. So what we'll end up doing is, because this has such a ginormous battery tray, that's what's going to happen here. So these 5200 150Cs will be the new battery for the Spartan. Yes, they are 4S. And yes, the Spartan is going to be going 8S. So it's I don't know, trial and error, man. And these are the 3-cell SRD packs, 6200s. And these are nice and skinny. So I believe they'll fit in here no problem. I just, you know, that's just what we're going to have to do. And then I also left the battery straps up here to where if I wanted to, I could still put it there. But I've yet to run the boat on 6S besides my, you know, typical normal packs that I had prior to this. But it's just been terrible weather, man. It's been raining. It's been like 35 degrees outside. The only day that I had that was good, you saw it in the last video, it was just trash. But other than that, I think it's coming together really well. What else did I get? I got a whole bunch of stuff. Whole bunch of odd and ends. I got this really cool prop that I'm excited to try. So I got this from, I believe this came from OSE. And I got some stuff from Oxidean, like just miscellaneous odd and ends. Oh, I got this from Oxidean. So he had this on his website. I believe, you know, it's just a aluminum CNC 1.7 by 1.6. So it's the same as my 1716. It's just an aluminum version. And then the 3-blade I was kind of excited about. And I've been watching other people's videos, learning about prop size versus, you know, whether you're running 6S or 8S or 4S. And apparently the lower your S rating, like let's say you get a 4S, you can run a bigger prop because I think your amp draw is lower. And since less voltage means less RPMs, means you can run a slightly bigger prop. I think that's the mindset behind that. But I don't really have any of the breakdown dimensions or of what this prop was. When I ordered this from OSE, he called me and told me I ordered a right hand side, so it was like reverse. So I told him what I wanted it for, and he said, no, I don't have one for it, but I got one that's like this, and you know, it'll work for your application. And I'm like, okay, send it. So I don't even know which one it is. I should have wrote it down, but that was at the very beginning. Now this, I've measured it, is slightly bigger than that one there. Just ever so slightly. I think it's like 3 more millimeters, but I'm excited. I'll try this out next. We'll see how that beauty does. They're a whole lot lighter, but I like the brass because those are fun. It's fun to balance props. It really is. It's time consuming, but as crazy as it sounds, it's therapeutic. It really is. It's very therapeutic. Everything about this hobby is therapeutic. Even talking to the people on the other end, the viewers, you who are watching this, it's therapeutic to, you know, see your comments and engage with y'all. It's a lot of fun. And especially, you know, somebody like Ironclad, he'll, you know, I'm sitting here watching two of his videos daily, and I love the fact that he's got hundreds of videos that I can just, you know, binge watch. And he's a good enough person that he does the same thing, and he, you know, not afraid to comment, point you in the right direction, tell you what you're doing wrong, tell you what you're doing right. So it's just admirable about that. I like that. But here's another one that I got. This is an Arctura X447 because the 445 did so well. I wanted to get the next step up and get a 447 because the forum on OSE says the 447 and the 445 were two of the best prop selections for the Spartan. And so far I've tried a buku of props, and those two tend to do the best. So, and I think last time I tried the 1817 on the Dominator, and it just didn't do well at all. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I'm gonna do a little bit of cleanup, and now I've gotten to the point where if I get off work early, I can take the boat out because it's ready to go. All I got to do is charge the packs. The next thing that I have to do, if you've watched any of the last videos, is the Mystic. So it doesn't have a remote control, so I'm going to use the WFly X9 that I'm using for the Dominator. I actually have another receiver for it, so I'm going to put that receiver in the Mystic, and I don't think I'm going to use the stock motor, and I'm not going to use the stock speed controller. Those are 11, 12 years old at this point, and with as nice as the boat is, I'm just afraid that throwing high current to all that old stuff is going to smoke it, and then the inside of the boat is going to smell like, you know, burnt electricity, and I just don't want to do that. I have so many ESCs that it's not anything to just take that little 60 amp ESC out, and I'll throw this ESC in. We'll just pop a Fly Color 150 in it because that's essentially what's in here. It's a rcboat bits 175, but you know, Big B did a review on these, you know, comparing one to the other. Essentially they're the same thing. The only difference is this has the additional capacitor bank wired into it. But I'm just gonna take this and pop that into the white catamaran and just let it rip. And then we'll probably change out the motor to one of the 4 or 5 that I've got laying around and see which one fits the best. But so that's what I'm gonna do next after I'm all done wrapping this up. I gotta clean all this nightmare of a mess up, and then we're gonna bring that boat on the chopping block and we're gonna put it together. So I'll just giving y'all an update, but until then, I'll see y'all next time, and next time we're going to go out on the water.